everyone, I'm excited to share with you guys my 2026 planner lineup. As you can see, I have only 3 things here, which is not a lot but compared to all my other years. But I am doing 2 separate videos, one for planners and one for journals. So I consider planner things that are happening ahead of time, and like keeping my tasks and things in order, and a journal for looking back and tracking things, and writing memory keeping a memory keeper journal. So I'm doing 2 separate videos because I feel like it's a lot when I combine both of them. So today we're going to focus on my 2026 planners. There's actually a lot of changes this year. So we'll start with my main planner. So for my main planner, I have decided to use the A5 spiral. If you know, or have been following me on Instagram or on YouTube, you will know that I've been using the personal size for like 5 years now. I love the personal size. It's so handy, still portable, and it does the job. And I have been using Assistant with the same inserts probably for a couple years now, and it works and I'm happy with it. But I felt like I needed a change. I actually have been itching for a change since last year. I was thinking of mini HP, but I opted out. This year I was actually thinking of doing CP Petite, but also did not go for that. So this year I am using the A5 spiral from Cloth and Paper. It wasn't even on the thought or list of things to use, but as soon as I saw this, when they sneak peeked it, I was in love. I love the look of it. I love the layout and everything about it. So I jumped on board and was converted to the A5 spiral. Things that helped me decide this was, I was looking at my life. I am a stay-at-home mom, so literally I go out not a lot. I run errands maybe twice a week, and maybe do something fun like once or twice a week as well. And I usually combine the errands and the fun thing on the same day because I don't want to be out the whole time. I have stuff to do at home, so most of the time I bring my planner with me, but I don't really take it out that often. You know, I could run to the groceries and I'm not opening up my planner. But I do go to cafes and try to plan there if I have a long day. Like if you've seen me, I usually go to cafes to start my errands, and then I will do all my errands, which is like groceries, returns, shopping, whatever it is, post office, bank, whatever. I like to do a daily, and I want to treat myself, so I go to a cafe and do my daily when I'm running errands. But most of the time I'm home, and I track my kids' schedule through through my planner. And I feel like my kids are getting older and they have a little bit more things to like remember and stuff, and they're getting into sports, clubs, and my youngest one has like things that he has to do for schools, like what to wear, quizzes that I have to track, and of course doctor appointments and stuff. And I felt like the A5 is a great size to track all of that. So I'm in love with the size, although it's not as portable as a personal. I feel like it'll be okay, you know. I usually have my planner on my desk, out and about, and so I can see what I have to do. So I'm just gonna do a little quick flip. obviously we got these dashboards with this planner. I decided to highlight my name, but you can do so much things with this. Word of the year, your last name, your workplace, little inspiration quote. I'm sure you can do like a just do it kind of thing here, or believe, or something, a small little inspirational quote. But I love that. I have these stickers from I don't even know which sub box, but it came with a spiral obviously, and I've been putting it in every spiral that we've gotten. I haven't used it, so maybe this year. And I have this little folder. Probably keep little things in here, like not so much receipts, but maybe like prescriptions, dry cleaning, I don't know, whatever. I've not filled this out yet. We will do that though. And so the year at a glance, I have decided to do birthdays and vacations. Not so much holidays, cross that off. But I will highlight people's birthdays, anniversaries, but maybe put a spotlight. And vacations, I'll do like a highlight of the week, or like a strip sticker. Is that what you call it? A bar sticker. So that'll be that. We have our holidays here, conversions, and these dashboards that came with it. I just decided to put like a little page flag here just to highlight the month. And these these dashboards come with a spiral. So for this page, I will be using it for future plans. So I do this with my personal. I use the yearly overview, and I write all future plans. So if I have plans in June, I write it here, so that when I do my monthly, I can have all my appointments and plans in this page and just look right at it and still keep track of all my future plans. And this is the monthly overview. And so I did write in a bunch of them this year, but I don't really look at them, so it's not a big deal for me. But my monthly is very important. So this monthly, I love the size of this, and what I really love about the A5 is that the cloth and papers page flags and stickers fit nicely in these boxes because they're measured for A5. So I'm excited to use this, and as you know, I love my stickers, my page flags, all of the accessories. So I'm excited to plan with the A5. These dividers came, I think, last year with the A5. I'm not sure, but these are the Cadence. I want to say Cadence dividers, and it has this month, this week, and today. Is it today? Yep, today. Which obviously there's no daily in this page, so this month will be in the monthly, and this week will be in the weekly. So there's 2 notes pages between the month and the week, and what I decided to do is social media notes. Before I was thinking of just keeping all my social media and stuff here, but I decided to still have a social media planner. But what I'm trying to write here is things that I have to do for this month, So let's say there's a release, and I want to plan the release. No, let's say there's like a release next month, right? So I want to write down all the information that I have to plan for that release, or happy hour, that if I have to promote something, I will write it here. So that I want to keep this planner as my personal family planner, but also I'm going to post everything that I have to do for social media here. and I'll explain more. So for this week, as you know, I've been using Horizontal Weekly for probably 5 years now, or whenever they came out, I've been using it, and I use it for appointments here, tasks that are timed on the spaces, and all my little tasks here. What I've been doing lately, and what I used to do actually, was to put my social media posts here on the bottom so that I have a plan of what to post, and it keeps me from like having to think about it the day of, and sometimes you get too busy with a toddler and you don't get to post it. So what I want to do is plan my post already so that I don't need any ideas that day to post, you know what I mean? Like plan ahead. So that's what I'm doing, and I've been doing that lately with my personal. It's been working. I did that like a year ago. I would write it, but usually I post my weeklies on Mondays, and I feel like everybody sees what I'm gonna post. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I decided like mid-year this year to post, actually the end of this year, to post my weeklies the next Monday. So technically you're not seeing my weeklies until everything is finished, so I don't mind writing my social media plans and stuff now. I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, just let me know. So I'm going to continue the same way. I'm going to do my task here for the week that I could do, but doesn't have a date or a time that needs to do. Some of them gets pushed back, a lot of them actually, but that's okay. Here I usually do my meals, and here for Happy Meal. Sometimes I might switch them if I have a lot of Happy Meal and not a lot of meals, or meals are easy to just jot down. So that's what I'll be doing for my weekly, and I'm so excited. It has more spaces to write, and the boxes are bigger here, so I could play with more stickers. So yeah, so I just want I'm sorry. So at the end of the weeklies, there is this extra note page, basically. So what I was thinking is just doing highlights. I've done this before, but I don't always do it because I have journals and stuff like that. But I've written down like highlights of the month, just so when I have to backlog, or I don't know, sometimes I look back at it and it just makes me smile about all the things that we've done to highlight that month, And at the end here, I did add some extra pages here, and I have the today here. And so I was thinking of doing social media payments in here. Again, this is before I decided I'm gonna have my CPPT. So now I'm deciding this will be my inbox. I usually have an inbox in my regular personal planner, and it's a list of things that I have to do, so I can just really check these off, you know what I mean? Like, and add the pages and take the pages out if I'm done. School things, like, I don't know, sporting events, things I need to bring, things I need to sign up for, things that, any little tasks that don't have a date, so that I could put it in my weekly. Got my toddler in my hand, she's got a little sniffles, and so the tasks that I put in here, I usually get from my inbox or out of my head. So things like right now I have in my task for this week is order my kids' school pictures. And so I would write here all the information, where to get it, prices and stuff. And then if I decided to do it this week, I'm going to put it here. I do arrows and check marks to mark it if I've done it. And if it's an arrow, I'll move it to next week. Or obviously I won't check it off in here until it's done. And if it's not done, then I could put it again in next week or in a month later, whenever I see it fit. I did get this glossy page markers from the Black Friday sale, and I love it. So I'm thinking of putting it there, or vice versa. Or I could use this as a purchase tracker, because I usually keep a purchase tracker in my personal, and grab another marker for notes. Like I have teacher meetings and stuff like that, so I think I'll put more pages in here and just have like extra note paper for notes for teachers and things like that. So that's basically it. The last page is just my pen test. The only thing I'm missing here is my wish list, I believe. So in my planner, my personal planner, I have a lot of like little notes, like my birthday freebies, books that I want to read and things like that, Christmas wish list, and these are notes for teachers and stuff, like meeting notes and stuff. So I have meeting notepads that I'll be using, and I could insert it here in my planner or file it. And for my wish list, I could write it here as well. I have enough paper to write down all my little to-buys and stuff like that. So I'm not worried. It's only a page here or there. And I have a lot of notebooks too that I use, like the break room spiral notebook that we got in October box. I use that notebook so much lately. Everything is on there. Wish list, Black Friday sales, all the information, Bible study, everything is literally in there. So that'll be my extended notebook where I write everything down, So yeah, I'm excited to use this planner. Tell me if you got converted to an A5 spiral also this year. I am using the Heirloom Padrillo cover, and I felt it fit better the first time I put it, but I took it out to show other people that if it fits in the cactus, which it doesn't, not as good as this, and LV Agenda, Desk Agenda, which it does perfectly. It does not fit the Coach covers, and it does not fit the vegan leather ones. So I took it out, and now I am struggling to fit it back in. But again, this will be in my desk open, and it's not like I need it. And technically I could bring this out if I wanted to, if I have a doctor's appointment, because I have a toddler and I carry a luggage anyway with all her diapers and snacks and water and all that stuff, so it's not a big deal. I feel like these folios make everything slimmer compared to the A5 rings. So I really like the half ladder and spirals. It's so compact, and the leather just makes it look so luxurious. So yeah, I'm excited to use that. So with that said, I have the CPT Undated Daily. as you guys know, I love to do daily, especially when I'm out and I have like a lot of things to do. I kind of tend to write it down so I know the places I have to do and have to go and things that I have to do. So this came out Black Friday, and I was gonna use a Sterling ink notebook in my wallet, which I still will. It's usually for groceries and stuff like that, a grocery list, and I use it for my kids to draw when I need her to be quiet at church and stuff. But and I was gonna use that as a daily. But when this came out and they showed us the layout and everything, I fell in love, and I was like, this is the perfect companion. I could put this in my bag and be ready to go. So I actually did try it out. Even though I know this layout already, I wanted to see the size and stuff like that. So this is the Undated Daily, which is the refreshed version. And I love this insert. So this CP Petite is gonna be so cute and handy. It does not fit the folios. The CP Petite folios is a little too small. So if you're looking to put in a folio, it does not fit. But if you have a Gilio, it fits perfectly. And I think that's the only cover I have that I've tried. I don't know about the clear one, the one that we just got. It might be too big too. I'll have to try that. But I'm trying to think any other covers we've gotten. I think that's it. But what I'm gonna do is, since this is like a notebook, I feel like it might get ruined in my bag. I'll put it in one of the little pouches that we get from Cloth and Paper and call it a day and put my wallet in there. I usually put everything in a pouch anyway because my kids' things might spill or whatever, and I don't want to ruin it. So this is gonna be my daily, and I love it. I believe there's like 200 something pages, which is perfect, which is it's a lot actually. So this will be my to-go notebook. And last but not least is my social media planner. My insert didn't come yet, but I'm pretty much using the same layout and same inserts, so I'm just gonna show you. How beautiful is this? Oh, I did want to say too is that I snagged one of the lizard folios from the sample sale, so I'm probably gonna switch out covers. I have this black and pink thing going, so I'm excited for that. So yeah, I love this cover though. We'll see, I might have to use it for something else. So I have these covers. So here is my inbox for this social media planner. The thing is, I am not great at tracking my social media. I used to be when I first started. I would write down all my numbers and followers and all that stuff in all accounts daily. Like I had a monthly that I wrote everything down, but I will not be doing that. I feel like numbers are not as important, but I don't know if I want to track it. So here's my inbox. My social media is not that big. I'm not getting sponsors left and right, but I do work for a couple of companies, so you know, this is where I want to write down tasks if I have any. So here's my agenda divider, and let's see, year at a glance, it's just there. I don't really use it, but so here's like a monthly. January, I would write literally things that I think I would put out as content, and obviously happy hour stuff, workshop with Aisha, and like for my birthday, I always post my birthday freebies and how I write them and everything. So on Sundays is when I usually plan, so I will post something with planning. So those are easy to put down in these monthlies. Like let me see, like January, it's easy to put down your vision board, you know what I mean? And every Mondays I put my weekly layout. So and then like as a Cloth and Paper affiliate, I have to post the last day for Subbox is the 15th, so I'll write that there. And filming my Subbox unboxing. Obviously, we never know what exact date we're getting our Subbox, so I just have a little page flag here, you know. So I try to create like a monthly where I have ideas of what to post, so it's not like daily, like, oh my god, what should I post today? You know, and it's like gloomy outside and there's no light in the house, so you know I'm stuck with no posts. So usually what I can do is, like, let's say I'm not too busy on Wednesday, I will now have ideas of what to write so that I can literally, okay, let's post big pouch, mini pouch. I'll take pictures, I mean, of the pouches. Or what is this, a metal flat lay, which I never did. So whatever day I have, I could see what pictures I could take so that I could have content for the week or for the month, you know. Because it's very hard to post daily and think about it right on the spot sometimes. And again, lighting is a crucial thing. Toddler is, you know, here always, so yeah. So here I just have my goals for each content and stuff like that. I mean each social media. And so all my monthly is the same, you know. So today, so the next tab is my projects, which is, let me even see. So as you know, I have been lacking on my YouTube. I have some requests here and I am working through them, but it's so hard to film a video with a very loud house. And editing is, you know, can be done, but it's not always great. As you know, I get a lot of, hey, you sound so low in your videos. I'm sorry, I'm trying my best. So I have like notes on this page, and I also have like meeting notes. I can show you, and it's here. So I have meeting notes here, and I get emails from the companies of, hey, you need to post this, this, and this, and I usually write it here so I don't have to keep going back to the email and what do I need to do, and when is this due by, or when is the release date, or what are the information of the product. So I use the meeting notes for that. Yeah. And then for my tracker, I use a yearly overview, but I kind of don't want to show you guys that because it's got things on there. But I'll show you my yearly overview here. So instead of birthdays and future logs, I would write my pays for the month. I would circle what day I got paid, and then things that I received from companies, like gifts or I don't know, anything that I've received from the company. Let's say they give me a planner, so I will write that down. If they give me a pen, I will write it down here. Sometimes I write the worth of it, you know, because it's good to reflect at like what you received and stuff, be appreciative of all the things that you've gotten. So I write that on my yearly overview, and that's literally it. You know, I'm not a big social media influencer, so you know, I do have companies I work for, so I do want to keep track of all their stuff there here. I love the CP Petite because it's so compact. It's, you know, that's all you need. This is a 1-inch disc, by the way, and it's perfect. So I'm gonna change this up and have the new inserts and probably do a little flip through. All right, my toddler's crying, so thanks for watching. Let me know your lineup if you've already made up your mind, and if you have any questions, please comment down below. All right, bye.